Hey guys, my name is Gary, grateful recovering alcoholic and drug addict. My hair's a little puffy right now. I was just laying down. So I'm doing better today. I told you it would pass, right? So, but I got to tell you, how it passes. So my hair is just. I'm so sorry. Next time I fucking look in the mirror before I turn this thing on. So bear with the hairdo today. Um, so last night I made a video about, just kind of being in the tank. I was in the tank. And not big time in the tank. Kind of one of those, it's just been kind of this mundane kind of living and just kind of not feeling great, emotionally, spiritually, kind of a little bit depressed, with my life and where things are at financially and kind of going through all that stuff. So I took some action, and I'm feeling better. I'm focused on other people instead of being completely consumed in self, like like I'm used to. Let me tell you what I did. So I had turned on the video yesterday, and I made this. I laid out to you guys, what was going on with me, and I said, hey, here's what I'm grateful for, right? And I was grateful, for my sobriety. I was grateful for my family. And I mentioned I was grateful for my parents. And that guy's in a hurry. So I mentioned that I'm grateful for my parents, and I mentioned, like, I realized, oh my God, that in a month it's their 60th wedding anniversary. Okay. And I thought, on video, I said, maybe I'll call my sister and we'll do something. So I was on the phone with my sister this afternoon, talking to her about planning something for their 60th wedding anniversary. And I called my brother, and so my sister and I are going to plan something out. Hopefully my brother's on board with all this stuff too, and we're going to have her friends, my parents' friends, and family, and whoever can attend, right? Not everybody can attend that, but it's really, I've been focused on that, and focused on my job, the job at hand that I get paid for. I was 100% focused on that today. It didn't start out to be a great day. I had a real bad headache this morning, and I wasn't ready to conquer the day, but could have to do, the headache could have had to do with, what I ate for dinner last night. I told you guys, and this is not part of the AA program, but I had Pillsbury Doughboy, Pillsbury Doughboy biscuits, just smothered in butter, right? That was my dinner last night, and I went to bed and woke up with a headache. So, anyways, and I feel like a doughboy today. So, I wanted to check in, and okay, so that now here's the deal. You guys saw me on video yesterday. If you haven't, watch the video, okay? Before the video before this one, watch it, and see that I'm kind of in the tank, right? And I'm not on the ledge ready to jump or anything, but you'll see that I'm kind of in the tank. And I realize while I'm doing the video, hey, maybe I should start saying what I'm grateful for. And my parents were a huge list. I mean, it almost huge on that list. It made me almost want to cry. Talking about what I think of my parents. And I've been focused on that today. And that took me out of self. And I haven't thought about my problems today. A little bit. I've addressed my problems today. I haven't sat in my own shit going, pour me another drink. I've addressed my problems in certain ways and in certain areas. The other thing I did was I put a phone call into a guy who's involved with rehabilitation with um, addicts and alcoholic men in Houston. And I thought it was Austin, but I was given some misinformation. But he called me back, and we had a great talk last night. And I was in bed, just going to sleep, and he called, and I had left him a message. What a great guy. And uh, I told him, kind of my story and what was going on with me. And, I'm 8 months sober, and I've got my son passed away and 4 months ago. And, I'm going through that. And I find myself, I don't know what to do with myself sometimes. And I want to be useful to others. And this is, you might have some opportunity for me to help others. And he was like, let me think about this. We will start texting back and forth. I'm going to California for a few days, and then I'll be back in Texas, and we'll meet up, and we'll get something rolling. And so, and I don't know what he's got in mind, but it doesn't fucking matter, that's, I know that it's going to be in the area of service. Whatever he wants me to do, I'm going to do, right, for other alcoholics and addicts. And yeah, so that's where my problems took me yesterday. I got into solution. Today I'm absolutely fine. I'm aware that there's certain things that I want to change in my life, and I'm making the changes, and I'm doing the footwork. And with footwork produces results, right? Healthy footwork's going to produce healthy results, and I'm confident in that. That's been my experience. And even if you're doing footwork in this area, I've found many times I'm doing footwork in this area, but something, while I'm doing footwork in this area, something explodes in this area, and, life flourishes over here. And it's taking contrary action and doing healthy footwork and getting into solution, and that's what it's about. It was like, fuck how you feel, it's what you do. That's what my sponsor always said, and that's what I said in the last video. He sponsored me for 10 years, and I've known him for 20. I know how he lives his life, and I know exactly. I couldn't get a hold of him last week because he was in chemotherapy. He's doing chemotherapy, and I know what he would say. I know him very well. Him and I have sat so many hours, and we've talked on the phone so many hours in life that I know what he's going to say, and I know how he's going to say it. We've had the conversation so many times before, and what a cool gift to have left somebody in their life. And it's not like he hasn't died or anything like that, but I'm just saying he's actually doing very well. But what I'm saying is the gift he gave me so freely that I'm going to continue. If I stay sober, I'm going to continue, and that gift will have been given to me, and I get to pass that on to others long after he's been gone. He's quite a bit older than me. Not quite a bit, but 15 years older than me. So, and it looks like he's going to live out a normal length life, But he's got some health issues and going through chemotherapy. And when I talk to him, he makes me laugh. He's fucking nuts, as crazy as ever. And I love him. And there's no words for the guy. And I guess when two men go into a relationship like that, and one's just giving freely, and one's asking for help, and one's giving help, the way we met. And how can you go wrong with something like that? You know? So, enough about him. Let's talk more about me. So, I love this thing that we do, and I love Alcoholics Anonymous. I'm going to make it a short video tonight, 10 minutes, 20 seconds, guys. So I just wanted to check in with you and tell you that the solution works, man. And, it's just being in recovery. I didn't have to drink. I didn't have to do drugs. And, yesterday I was in the dumps. Today I'm fine. So we're nuts. I'm nuts. So if you're nuts, subscribe, all right? It's a great way to live life, man. We do it together and we do it sober. So, thank you, and I will talk to you guys in the next day or so.